one's ready for takeoff.
And Ed, and reviving this franchise, there's no doubt about it. They're on their way up.
You have to love the analytics of basketball. No team in the NBA has been better than the Rockets. Let's get ready for this one. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in a game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Here's CP3. It's good. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
No, I missed a short one there. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Capella to Fareed. Danilo Gallinari rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Russell Westbrook matched up with Paul. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Harden. Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 3 now here in the first. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Harden to Westbrook. Kenneth Fareed powers it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
And finishes strong.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
To Capella. Layup goes down. Well done.
Threes and layups. That's what the Rockets do. They're not a team that settles for mid-range shots. And that's a good job of getting to the rim and racking it.
Lays it up and in.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
From long range. Rebound pulled in by Gordon. Gordon picked up by Paul. To Westbrook. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. To Fareed. To Westbrook. Danilo Gallinari sends it away. Paul across the timeline. His team up by 1. It goes down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To to Harden. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Westbrook. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
A career 86% from the line. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Into the game for the Thunder, number 54, Patrick Patterson.
And he finishes at the rim. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
And scores. Strong take.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Russ at the controls. Sizing up the defense. Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
And throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Capella. Clint Capella. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy leg. Going back. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Paul. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Tucker picked up by Paul. To Westbrook. For 3, and Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide-open 3. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Ooh, Chris Paul. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 23,
Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Rivers. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound taken in by OKC. Paul with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. Something tells me they'll give him that shot again.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Andre Robertson sends it away. And a backcourt violation. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Thunder in command of this one. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's in the hands of James Harden. Fires the three. Won't go down.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And the finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Paul matched up with Harden. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Andre Robertson tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Adams. Not a good shot there as he misses it. Shot by Shumpert off the mark. 4-3. Missed it. Tucker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Shot from the lane won't go. To P.J. Tucker. Harden guarded by CP3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Paul. Ferguson. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Oh, a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
And he's fouled. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And gets both to drop at the line. Gordon matched up with Nader. Here's a chance from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Westbrook. From long range. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. Robertson matched up with Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shots not going down. Harden in possession. His team down 9. Chris Paul swats it. Rockets retain it. Capella to Harden. fires the three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Harden. To Westbrook. Curling inside. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Paul, guarded by Russell Westbrook. It's good for 3.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Adams. From the painted area, won't go down. Westbrook with the basketball. They trail by 7. Cashes in for 2. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout from OKC. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Baseline drive. Clint Capella able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Harden. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Paul. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Slams it down.
That boy's living his best life.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Subbing in for
Oklahoma City's got it. Paul sizing up Eric Gordon. And scores.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Tucker. For 3, Tucker, dead-on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Rivers with the basketball. His team up by 1. Lets it fly from long range and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And, Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Rivers, guarded by Schroeder. And the basket good at the rim.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Got it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Easy path to the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Gordon shoots, can't connect. The pass set it all up. Deep three at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Rockets with the lead. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Harden has it up the floor. To Westbrook. Capella. Beyond the arc for 3. Not getting the bounce. Steven Adams snatching it out of the air. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. Harden against the elite defender Robertson. Knocked loose. 2-point shot for James Harden. And the rebound taken in by Robertson. To Paul. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Russell Westbrook, defended by Robertson. To P.J. Tucker. Oh, he had him there for a second. Westbrook. And the rebound taken down by Gallinari. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's in the hands of Harden. Takes stock of the floor. Harden. That won't go. Fires the 3. Yes.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with the 3-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the 3-point shot.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys down 3. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Westbrook. Goes moves reverse to lay it in.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Gilgeous Alexander. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Westbrook. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Big man, Steven Adams. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. Harden, defended by Steven Adams. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Nothing going here on that drive. Defender going for the fake. Got him out of position for the dunk.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Russ at the controls. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
New blood coming in for both sides. Westbrook with it. His guys trail now by 4. To P.J. Tucker. To Harden. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Knocked loose. Paul. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving 3-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Knocked loose. Russell Westbrook matched up with Paul. 4-3. And the rebound taken in by Shumpert. Fareed. To P.J. Tucker. Iman Shumpert guarded by CP3. Thunder have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. That's a 5-second violation.